Search engine optimization, or SEO, is not the sexiest topic in PR, but it may be one of the most important. Today I'm interviewing Laura Petrovsky of CRT Tanaka. CRT Tanaka won in the search engine optimization category of our PR Daily Digital Awards. Hello, Laura.
Hi, Mark.
I want to explain this because this is a fascinating case. So, the background is that maple syrup, 80% of the maple syrup that we consume comes from Canada.
80% of the world's maple syrup.
80% of the world's maple syrup. And yet, the Federation of Maple Syrup Producers in Canada was hardly getting any love on Google search.
That's true.
And
we had a beautiful website.
Yeah.
But the Google rankings were really bad.
So what you did and why you got this award is CRT Tanaka redesigned the site using all of the classic search engine approaches. And now, what are the results?
The results are great. So just to give you, you and your viewers a bit of a background, purecanadamaple.com, when you typed in maple syrup in Google, and Google gets 3 billion searches a day, we wouldn't come up on page 1, we wouldn't come up on page 2, we would come up on page 8 if we were lucky. And what we really wanted to do was we were about to launch a really important scientific campaign back in 2011, linking maple syrup to a lot of antioxidant compounds, positioning it as a natural, healthful sweetener alternative to sugar.
Okay.
And we wanted to be found. We needed those results to be found. So what we did is we looked at the most popular search terms when people look at sugar alternatives, sweeteners, maple syrup, and really studied what people are searching for. And then we looked at those search terms, I think the top 500 search terms, to see what were highly popular search terms with low competition. Meaning there are a lot of other brands out there that have phenomenal SEO websites. So we didn't want to optimize our site for maple syrup because the competition was high.
Yeah.
We wanted to optimize our site for healthy sweetener, maple syrup recipes, Canadian maple syrup, for example. And so what our campaign did is we reorganized the content, we changed the information structure of purecanadamaple.com, and now when you have over 50 Google search terms related to natural sweeteners and maple syrup sweetener, we come up on page 1 in the Google results.
But it's really interesting, our viewers should take note of this because this is a classic approach. If you didn't catch this, if they didn't catch this, the whole idea of not going for the highest search term, which would be simply maple syrup, but actually going to tools that Google provides where you can see other terms related to maple syrup that people search on. Then you focus on those. And because no one else has them, you referred to it as low competition.
Exactly, low competition. And we wanted to find the niche. If we spent that amount of time and the amount of effort to redo our entire site and to cluster information differently, we didn't want to be in a crowded space.
Sure.
We wanted to be in a low-level competitive field where we could really shine and pretty quickly boost our ranking and not have to go after the heavy hitters. We didn't do any AdWords. We didn't do any advertising.
And you're referring to Google AdWords where you're actually paying for exposure.
Exactly. So it was really organic growth, and we found that over a year's period, our traffic from Google.com increased by over 500%.
Wow, that's great. That's great.
So, if you have an own content site where you can really put out the information you want, uncensored, unfiltered, you want to be found. Yeah. And that's what we worked on with our interactive team.
Well, congratulations to you for winning the PR Daily Digital Award in the best SEO category.
As you said, it's not the sexiest category, but it's a really important one.
I'm sure it's sexy to your clients right now.
Absolutely, yes.
Thanks again, Laura.
Thanks for having me.